My crazy cats, what's good? Come on, and I'm going to be giving you messages for the end of May into April 2026. Alrighty, you know the drill. Flip and flop. Energies and genders as you feel fit anytime during the reading. Just don't force it. What is in the cards for my Leos? I've already called in everybody's angels and ancestors and spirit guides. Your whole team is here with me right now in the house. Please just know it. Okay. All right. First one, Battle of the Blues. Don't mind the burn marks on these cards. For those of you who are newer to my channel, happened a long time ago. Yeah, feeling a little low, right? Not yourself, maybe. Somebody is. Anywho, that's what it's referring to. Then I have confrontation. Pick your battles wisely, right? Leo. There's a crazy cat on this card. It may not be a lion, but, you know, could be a cousin. Cousin of the fam. I don't know. All right. So any feeling low, you want to say something. You want something. You want to get something off your chest, maybe. There is a rainbow, beautiful rainbow here. So, you know, it's just maybe validating that it's, you know, it could be good if you pick them wisely or go about it in a wise way, right? Hello. Hi, Chip. How you doing? My crazy cats. What else? All right. Friendship. Nurture your friendships. This is crowning you for the next few weeks anyway. So, yeah, they're going to be important, right? Be kind to your friends. Realize that, you know, some friendships are rare, right? So I feel like that may be something for somebody out there. Illusion. Embrace the truth. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Embracing the truth, coming to that ultimate truth. A lot of these things are really difficult, right? That we face in our lives, right? Face your fears. Yeah. Release power. Release the powerful fear. Okay. Release it, right? Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of when we come to the truth and we live in light, however you choose, right? Okay. I'm going to not use this deck. I'm not really being called to that right now. I'm going to use this one. What else for Leo? Exhausted. Yeah, Battle of the Blues over here. This could be burnout, burdened, or empty feelings, right? Yeah, it's a very Five of Pentacles or Cups even kind of vibe here. Somebody's really been through it. Burned bridges, lack of trust, loyal, turned back on. There's bridges that were burned, and this is crowning you. Friendship is crowning you right next to this. Or, yeah, confrontation, burned bridges, and then, yeah. So confronting someone possibly on your mind, it's kind of bumming you out or something that happened. You're tired of thinking about it, or the blues vibe. And I feel like, you know, nurturing your friendships right now, breathing, letting go, and clearing your mind. This is crowning you, right? With friendship right next to this. Yeah, so I like it. But somebody did clear their mind, or some, I don't know, but yeah. Hi, everybody. All right. Couple more here. Vacay. Okay, we got embracing the truth, which is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. And then we got get away, relax, and have fun. Okay. Some of you could be, yeah, planning something. It could be like a challenging thing to, but there's like an illusion there. Somebody embracing the truth, maybe lighten up. that could be lighten up a little bit, kind of take a step back and relax about it, right? Something about nightlife, striptease, gambling in Vegas. This is like Sin City here. Face your fears. Something about the bar scene, maybe, or gambling, or yeah, the fast lane kind of thing. So facing your fears there. All right. Flip and flop this, right? Because energy doesn't stop moving, right? It's scientific fact. So it just kind of, my cards change all the time throughout the reading, which is really kind of cool about how tarot works. But, you know, show me what I need to see. I know I'm talking too much. All talk. So, okay, listen. Exhausted, Battle of the Blues, Silver Tongue Devil, Big Flirt, No Action Player. Yeah, somebody's, you know, their words aren't lining up with their words here. And somebody's exhausted of the, you know, I feel like, you know, somebody could be playing victim. Ooh, okay. Brief affair, something was short and sweet. We know it can't last. Or if it hasn't happened, brace for the ending, short but sweet. But look, these two don't look like short and sweet. They look like they're in a pretty confrontational battle here. Pick them wisely, right? Again, don't mind the burns on the cards, please. Happened a long time ago. Yeah, somebody burned their bridges, or they turned their back on something or someone. Drowning. All right, we got friendship, recharge, breathe, let go, vacation, you know, and then we have drowning here. So it's a very dual kind of vibe I'm getting. Somebody, you're going under and you can barely keep things afloat. Ask for help. Ask for help. There's help around you. Somehow there's someone there. Yeah. Embracing the truth of the depressive behaviors, maybe the yeah, I just, somebody burned a bridge, and if they burned a bridge, there's a reason for that. So embracing that, and just, yeah, it's complicated. A lot of twists and turns. It's a naughty situation, and something is precarious. Face your fears in this nightlife vibe, right? Face your fears. Somebody's gambling away here. They could be gambling too much, even, you know, if they're in a very depressive kind of way. All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. That's what we're starting with anyway. I got a pillow under me that does not like to stay put. All right, what else? My crazy cats. What's in the cards for my crazy cats this time, right? Hi, everybody. Hi, hello, kitty. Yes, I agree. I agree. Okay. Ooh, what a mess. Spiritual court. You know, the spiritual warfare that we're all kind of in right now is very real in real time. And there's a divine order up there, right? It's kind of like, you know, the king, the knight, the pig, you know, there's an order up there. Everybody has a job to do. I feel like that Walking Dead. Who was that older man on that farm? God, I haven't seen that in years. I have read the Bible. I went to a private Catholic prep school. I've had in-depth theology classes. I know all about it. And if you feel like this is witchcraft, then why are you on the channels? It's a you problem, not me. Okay, so there's that. Oh, anywho, yeah, there's some sort of spiritual court. Somebody, I feel like they're reaping what they've sown. I'm gonna take this later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I am saved. I hate to tell you, I'm all about ascension. That's the point of this. Just because your views don't match with mine doesn't mean anything. It's a you problem. I don't believe in religion of any kind. We are all spiritual beings, period. Bye bye. Okay, that's over. Now, for the rest of you who actually are here for some guidance, I don't deal with spiritual narcissists. You know, I grew up with one my entire life. I have had the Roman Catholic religion shoved down my throat to the point where I not only learned about it, but now I know that it's all false. You know, spiritual court. Oh, yeah. Let's bring it to the highest, shall we? Shall we? Miser. Somebody's a miser. Brief affair, burn bridges, lack of trust, pick your battles wisely. This is in your present for the next couple weeks. Somebody, I feel like you don't trust somebody or they don't trust you. They're holding on to something. Obsidian. Yeah. Obsidian absorbs negative energy. You might want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop in town and pick up a piece if you don't have any. I should have, oh, I have this little jar of it. Um, but if it'll focus, which is really cute. I like that little jar. But yeah, they're not very expensive. And if you carry it like in your bra or in your pocket for the guys that don't wear bras, right? Well, some guys do these days, right? But you know, whatever, you get my drift. But you have to have it on your person and it will absorb the negative. See, enchanted. Something is some kind of spell work. This is crowning you. Somebody needs to recharge. Nurture your friendships. I feel like this friendship might have gone awry in the past, maybe, and that's what, you know, the pick your battles wisely kind of thing is right now. Somebody needs to relax more or try and have some fun, right? Stolen property or business. Ooh, somebody's, yeah, this is the hope, fear, challenge, or homework column. There's a lot of this going on the planet right now. Oh yeah. Stolen property or business. Somebody is in an illusion. Things aren't the way it seems. And someone feels like they're drowning, literally. Oops. I don't know. Should I take it? It's in the ethers. Complicated. Face your fears and something about that Sin City vibe, right? Vegas, gambling, nightlife, the bars, right? We know that bars aren't good, especially if it's, you know, in excess or gambling in excess. I keep getting that gambling in excess here. Somebody could be, you know, really addicted to gambling. Anywho, I'm going to use my new tarot. This is my Empath Soul Tarot. If anybody is interested, that's what it looks like on the back. Show me what I need to see. This is my new favorite deck. Hope you enjoy it as well as I do. It's beautiful, really. 9 of Pentacles, Spiritual Court. 9 of Pentacles is talking about abundance, but we have all talk and exhausted. So I feel like whatever this is, it's been in excess. It's like to the point where, you know, it's going to spiritual court or something. But somebody could feel like they're on their own, maybe single, right? Yeah, something is short and sweet. Somebody's holding on to something and somebody burns. 4 Wands, miser. 4 of Wands we know is, you know, family, marriage, you know, generally it's a good news vibe, right? There's like celebratory energies. We're coming into graduation season. We're coming into all kinds of, you know, things that are opening up outside. I live in the northern hemisphere, so it takes us up here a lot longer than the people south, obviously. But anywho, somebody's holding on to something, and, you know, Two of Swords down, enchanted, recharge. I take enchanted as spell work, but I'm not sure this is in a good way, you know? We could be talking about a dark witch or some kind of warlock that's not in the North Node, right? My readings go towards people that are on their spiritual path, right? Anywho, Two of Swords down, enchanted. This was a bad idea for whoever did it. This was a bad spell. It was something that, you know, it was like something they had done that, you know, they shouldn't have done. Maybe they're realizing it now or something. I need a bunch of cards, please. Five of Swords. Yeah, it is cruel to steal somebody's property or business. It is cruel. Yeah, there's an illusion there. Somebody's drowning in their own illusion. That's what it is. But this is a very outcast, kind of black sheep. I'm even getting star seeds for some of you, but I don't know, stolen property or business. This is cruelty. You know, the star seed wouldn't be cruel because that's not a star seed vibe, period. You know, but whatever this is, it's strife. It's like, it's more than strife. It's like, it's hard. You know, Ace of Swords down. It's in the ethers, these lies. Yeah, somebody's refusing the truth. They refuse it, they deny it. Something's in the ethers with this. It's complicated. Face your fears, right? At the bar or wherever it is to you. Sin City. Somebody's going to Vegas. Could be. Somebody might be living in Vegas. Who knows? You know, but hold on. I need a bunch, please. Anywho, I hope everybody's having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. All right, Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by the Nine of Wands down. This is about being, you know, feeling better after the hardships, after the wounds. Somebody's exhausted here. Is somebody trying to heal? Or, well, they definitely need to if they're stealing people's property. I don't know. Hold on. Show me. Jesus. The Fool. Yeah. This miser might have been a fool. Anywho, Six of Swords is going to be dead center in the reading. Getting out of the storms, getting out of the, you know, the hardships of things, the spell work of these, you know, yeah, you're getting out of it, or that's what it's about, you know, but somebody took a leap of faith here and started a new path around the family or something. Miser right over this. You know, misers don't give it up. They're stuck, right? They're stuck. They don't have an open mind. They're, you know, that kind of person, you know, having an open mind and realizing certain things, you know. Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's no love here. You know, Ace of Cups down. Yeah, stolen property or business. Five of Swords. You think it's not? I don't know, man. I'm getting a vibe. Nine of Cups down. We have 3 nines on the table. Nines are about wrapping it up, right? We went through that last year. We're in a number 1 year where it's beginnings, right? The Fire Horse year. A lot of stuff, a lot of, you know, Page of Wands. This person could be a child or acting like one. But ultimately, the Page of Wands is about going forward with like a lot of adventurous type, you know, a lot of these beginnings, you know, a lot of fears here. But, you know, people need to understand that a lot of these beginnings that are coming are really good. We're really put in this fear factor frame of the politics and the this and the that and the files, and we're supposed to be confused, and all of that. But anywho, I feel like somebody took a chance and went forward with this miser typed burn bridges energy. There's a new drive here, though, however. There's an Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the most passionate. Like there might be like a passionate new beginning that you really care about or love, or it gives you like that inspiration, right? With this miser, this fool that probably more than likely went way too far. King of Wands down. It is a black witch. Male or female, I don't give a shit. Spell work enchanted right over this. Yeah, somebody needs to recharge. They healed. They got out of the storms. Now it's about someone else getting out of the storm. Somebody already did. I feel that could be you. I'm not sure. You can flip and flop it, right? King of Pentacles down. Yeah, miser, you think? Spiritual narcissist, greedy, arrogant. No love here, right? Hi, hun. Hi, Indra. Yeah, so very stubborn, very stuck, right? King of Wands, king, very masculine. This could be a female in their masculine energy, right? But you can take it as it fits. Three of Cups. It's in the ethers. There's a gathering, or, the Mad Hatter's tea party. Strip tease, gamble in Vegas is right over this. Face your fears. It's complicated. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of knots to work out of that rope or whatever it is, right? Metaphorically, but it's not wish fulfillment. Somebody's a big fat liar here, but it keeps going round and round. That's what I'm getting with this Three of Cups. It just, party too much or something. Somebody could be. Absolutely. Eight of Wands down. There's no communication, or things have come to a stop somehow. However that works for you. There's a lot of Leos out there. It's hard to really zone in and, but some messages are for people and some are not. So anywho, this is my Slovak deck. I'm from Slovakia. Show me what I need to see. Well, I'm not from there, but I have Slovak in my blood, I should say. Anywho, Knight of Coins, Eight of Wands, ding, 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 ding. We have the Eight of Wands down, and then we have the Eight of Wands up. There's movement after no movement or something. Anywho, there's an opportunity here for somebody. It's a slow opportunity. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's exhausted of this. It's slow moving. Something's very slow. Is this person a little slow? Or could it be like, something like, Temperance down, Two of Swords down, yeah. Recharge, breathe, let go, friendship. And then look, very, very innocent, very reckless, out of balance, right? Enchanted is right over them. Somebody is not healed in a big way, and more than likely it's this narcissist. And it could be more than a narcissist for some of you. It could be a sociopath or a psychopath. You're going to have to place that energy there somehow. Now we have the second Ace of Wands. This one's down. Ding, 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 ding. This one has no drive whatsoever. Yeah, no drive with the Five of Swords energy. This is the hope, fear, challenge and homework, that there's not going to be a new beginning or a new, maybe we really do hope for this because, we've been through it, right? Are people done with it, even though the Mad Hatter's Tea Party is still going round and round? Somebody's done with it. And then the Mad Hat, yeah, they're not going to change. They're earthbound energies, right? But there is some sort of a gathering or a sit down, maybe a meeting coming. 9 of Cups. Again, ding, 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 ding. We got a lot of synchronicities already. Yeah, somebody's wish fulfillment with the lies, or somebody needs clarity is what it is. But this gambling, something up there is going on that maybe you don't see right now, right? With this situation. But this is wish fulfillment. So I'm not sure, because this is truth. This is clarity. This is like, something. All right, we'll get more on that. Show me. I need a bunch, please. See that? That was cool. Sometimes these cards do cool little tricks, Anywho, Queen of Cups down, 9 of Wands down. Yeah, somebody's feeling better, or excuse me. I feel like people are really in regret, or very vengeful. Very vengeful. A lot of hate on the table here. And this is probably why spiritual court is right over it. There's a divine order of things. Yeah. Taking the opportunity and the messages, trying to make a decision and making it short and sweet, and like, do we have to do something and we don't really want to? Trying to conjure a way of, exit stage left or something, exit stage right, whatever. Anywho, somebody has no defense against the innocent here. But, on the other hand, I feel somebody needs to bring their own wall down, their own defenses a little bit. Like, I feel like they were so high that we need to bring that wall down so we can at least see who the hell is coming at us, right? But that may be something for somebody here with this miser, burned bridges kind of vibe. Somebody was disloyal somehow, possibly, as well. They weren't loyal to their word, loyal to themselves. I'm not sure. Okay. Ace of Swords again. This one is straight up. This is the truth. 6 of Wands. You're getting out of the storms. That's the truth. There's clearly, you probably see it, a lot of you anyway, but someone here is definitely hurting. Their choices, they have not made good choices in life or something. I'm not sure how that's going to be. Page of Coins reversed. Judgment. 4 of Cups reversed. Yeah, they weren't thinking. They didn't think this was going to happen, is what it is. Yeah, there was, a lot of bad intent. The Tower, 4 of Swords. There was a lot of bad intent. There was a lot of hate. There was a lot of spell work. There was a lot of word witchery, There's like slander, scams, and false, like with this illusion, I'm feeling like facade about someone. They created this illusion about someone that isn't who they really were, or something. And they have no drive for it. And I feel like it's light versus dark here, quite honestly. So it's going to depend on where you are in the story. Some of you, it may be a lot more relevant than others. So know that, I guess, right? Somebody is under judgment. However, with spiritual court here, it isn't wish fulfillment. I think you care about this person, right? But then I have wish fulfillment right above it. Somebody's wishing that someone's in good judgment here, but there's the sword down and the 9 of Cups down. I guess it's complicated, really. I don't know how that's going to work. Why is somebody not letting something go? Why are they not? There must be a reason why they're not growing or whatever. 4 of Cups down, Page of Wands. They had no idea who this child was. Spiritual court right over it, and exhausted with the silver-tongued devil, big flirt, no action player type vibe. Hi, everybody. Popping in and out. Hello. The Tower's here, yeah. With this miser. Did somebody have like an epiphany maybe, or come into some realizations? Maybe there's, I'm getting a couple different things. I just got to find the words for it. You know, this could be ground shaking. This is Thor. I don't think he's playing. Could be Odin, even. You know, when that card comes out like that, I feel like the other realm, right? The spiritual court realm or whatever, saw something that someone didn't see, and something's happening because the ancestors are pissed or something, and the realizations are real for a lot of you. You know, this is like, for some of you, it's a big tower. Anywho, 4 of Swords here is healing and recharging and breathing and letting go of the King of Wands. And it's also showing that the King of Wands needs to, right? Badly. It's being highlighted here several times now. Several times. That's the truth. Getting out of the storms. If you want to get out of the storms, we have to go through it to get out of it. Or we're never, or it's just going to keep spinning into this tornado, right? Or something. Stolen property or business, man. They don't want this person to, is it an inheritance? Is it something that, you know, if it's theirs, how did they steal it? It must have been, or property, a business. There must have been an opportunity there for somebody. I only want this one because it's up, I guess. Whoops. Oh, that was this one. All right, I take this one, the first one down. Page of Cups. Yeah, another page. There's a lot of childlike behavior here, for sure. This is reflecting on the stolen property. I feel like some of you are reflecting. Now, maybe this isn't property. Maybe this is objects, right? So however it fits. But with this black sorcerer of whatever kind, right? The Empress down. Yeah, these people are celebrating that someone is in poverty. They are definitely celebrating. They think it's funny, you know? Oh yeah. It's in the ethers, you know? But on the other hand, I feel like, you know, the Empress here is very without, and Empresses, look, if I show it to you upright, there's a belly there that's glowing, and it is talking about the creation, right? Obviously, it could be a mom or a grandma or something, but then it could also be like they're blocked from their child, or they're missing them or something, right? Judgment's here. Something's in the ethers with all of these lies. With this circus. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Got to go through the storm to get out of it. All right. have a new deck here I want to use for you. It's my Ancestor Spirit Oracle. It hits every race, color, and creed on the planet. This is a cool one. It is brandy new. I haven't even seen a lot of the cards yet. So what's coming out from my crazy cats out there? See, people just need to be responsible in their own lives and take responsibility if, when, and where needed, and do their work. But people that refuse it or deny that, what do you think you're going to get away with? What? You know, you can't unsee things when they're watching from above. They see every little thing and they take notes. Spiritual court's in session. See, judgment's here. All right. Well, I got two of them. All right. Family connections and take a time out. Again, yes. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody needs to take a vacation. You know, get away. You know, don't just take work off if you're able. Get away if you're able. You know, get out of the drama. Anywho, I'm going to read this. Now, flip and flop your energies and genders as you feel fit, should you need to, right? I'm just going to go with this one, I guess. This card can appear when unresolved negative feelings are associated with a family member. This is a prompt that it is now time to heal. Try not to carry around the pain from the past anymore. Do not feel guilty for wanting to move forward in your life. You may need to distance yourself from an energy of a family member, and that's okay. Look after yourself and focus on surrounding yourself with people who love, honor, and treat you with respect that you deserve. Amen to that, right? All right, take a time out. Practice setting firm boundaries so you have time to nurture yourself. Don't let other people's drama or energies interfere with your self-care. It's important to look after your energy, so don't feel guilty about making rest and reflection part of your routine. Visualize a safe place and see yourself making a cocoon around yourself. Go to this place whenever you need to. Right? I like it. I like it. Okay. I'll give you some of these. Oh, no, that's not even in that deck. All right, I'm going to give you a familiar oracle. What are we on? 38, 20. The dwarf just kind of came out. Resourceful. We got miser that's holding on. And then the other one who's really resourceful. Ha! Okay. I can't make this stuff up. It's the dwarf. Don't forget to flip and flop again should you need to. EFT. There it is. This is funny. Oh, it's very dual. Whoops. All right, I'll fix that in a minute. All right. Cunning, resilience, and acceptance are my tools when it comes to highly effective magical work. The ability to see alternative solutions when confronted with a problem or a tricky situation calls you to be quick-witted, clever, and bright. As you harness the ability to process information emotionally as well as intellectually, I can help you get the job done against all odds. My intimate knowledge and robust focus are instrumental when it comes to working with the craft, and I will teach you how to hone less admirable qualities. Greed and stubbornness to get what you want, even when things look impossible. As you become more resistant to outside influences, I will gift you 2 magical stones. Whenever you're feeling cursed, hexed, or in a crisis, simply choose Choose wisely between strength and invisibility in your quest to overcome difficulties. There is a side note. A career in metal work calls, or mechanics, maybe even. Study the Norse rune alphabet for divination. Work with crystals for healing. Purchase only crystals that are ethically mined. Go climbing to connect with mountain spirits. Stop being so stubborn and study alchemy if you wish. You have the ability to bounce back. Go for it. Go for it. Take that leap of faith. Jump off that ledge. It's only 1 or 2 feet down, for God's sakes. It's not far after all. There's a lot of things to look forward to. See, I was telling you that. Yeah? All right. I don't know where this. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of these. Say hi to my Grandma Josie. This is her deck. She's always on cue. There is some unexpected joy coming, something you don't see coming. I like it a lot. Just know it. Some kind of friendship, good news out of a friend. I don't know how that is, but yeah, I like it. There is a gift here, or somebody has a gift. You can take it as it fits, right? These are German, Italian, Slovak, and English, I believe. This deck. There is loss here in gambling, see? Ooh. Somebody could be gambling too much. Now, it may not pertain to everybody, but it's pertaining to somebody. A couple more here, Grandma. What do you got for Leo? Fidelity. Somebody's very loyal. I like that. Being loyal, right? Friendships, soulmates, whatever that is to you. Officer. Somebody could be in the army or military, but I'm wondering if it's the police, because we got stolen property or business on the table. Is somebody investigating something? I wonder. I'm going to give you a rune and close this out. Leo. That was quick. Right on it today. This is the back. They're all different. Ritual of water. Water is very healing, right? The druids bless your aura with a protective ring, whispering prayers over water and holy springs. Let the waters cleanse your heart. You can snapshot that if you choose. These are your messages, Leo. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And just be a good human. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll be back in a couple weeks with your next messages. Ciao.